on the set.
Mike's phone. What we got? What we got? What we got?
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Check down.
2nd and 11. He completes it to Boyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
You do read man coverage, Brandon. The drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's make these.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Jaguars.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go. 10 Tusa. Get ready.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
They had one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Bengals take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On the
A
ready.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury. His presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own. But it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Got it.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Go.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Set, go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Hey, Charlie.
59 is Mike.
Greystone, travel.
59.
Big grip. Big grip.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
You ready?
59.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10.
Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hatchet.
6. 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Thompson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Off play action, it's Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now. This pass complete to Higgins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Minshew throwing on third down. Looking long for Westbrook. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2nd and 14. Open man is Higgins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a quick throw is taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Check.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike's 59.
Look at me, zipper. Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
61, matchbox lights.
From the 25 on second down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So third and long, here's Minshew. Here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It's a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So first and now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Leo!
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Second and 4. Open man is Uzomah. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Got it.
Check. Get him. Mike, check.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
64,
On first down, Thompson. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
8, read.
From the 45 on second down, Minshew. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They'll drop the throw. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they flew defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Minshew. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Right, 3, 218, chop. Smooth.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you over.
5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The Jaguars' 36-yard line.
Mixon with it. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he spins past him and into space. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, it's Eifert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the Bengals' 38-yard line.
91.
54. Here we go.
Now.
Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run.
Fournette again the ball carrier. He's brought down by Jacksonville.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback, because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Jaguars, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.